Yo, I'm back with another one. In ChatGPT 4, we're going to run the fade between Gervonta Davis and Lomachenko. So, y'all already know, I prompted chat. I said, chat, who is Gervonta Davis? It says Gervonta Davis is a boxer from the United States with power, aggression, and his fight style. Basically, born in Baltimore, held multiple world champions. We know about Tank. Tank is that guy right now. Now, Lomachenko, offered to referred as Loma, is a Ukraine professional boxer. Born February 17th, 1988. He's from the Ukraine. We know about Lomachenko, how smart he is in the ring, and his footwork, and his Olympic gold medals and stuff. So I said, listen, let's simulate a 12-round pay-per-view fight between the two fighters. Let me know how the score go and who will win the match. If someone's likely to get knocked out, let's include that in that round. Let's include the percentage of the knockout in the round during the fight, right? If not, let it go to distance. Meaning, if nobody get knocked out, okay, let the simulation go to distance. If somebody get knocked out, if there's a percent of somebody getting knocked out, and let me know what round that was and how high of a percent it was that the person get knocked. So we got in round 1 through 3, we got them filling each other out. Both fighters constantly studying each other movement. Lomachenko using his footwork, jumping at all types of angles like he do. Gervonta watching, looking for the open, his power shots, you know what I'm saying? Lomachenko actually win that round due to his movement and his constant jabbing. So they saying Lomachenko in round 1. The chat saying Lomachenko and round 1 going to use that jab to keep the measure the distance between him and Gervonta Davis. He going to use that jab. And Gervonta going to be looking at laying shots, but Lomachenko going to have all his energy due to the round just starting. And he going to show Gervonta, like, okay, this is the footwork that you got to deal with. This is the way that we got to move. This is how I'm going to do it. You got to catch me. So he gonna make Gervonta work. This is what it look like it's starting off as. Then we got Lomachenko continuing to dominate with his jab. So the key to beating Gervonta Davis is using that jab consistently jabbing with that jab while using your footwork to work the outside of the ring. So if you could work the outside of the ring without getting trapped on the ropes with him cutting the ring off on you, if you could work your way around him cutting the ring off on you and you consistently using that jab, you will win the round. Now in round 3, Gervonta starts to find his rhythm. So, which means that now it's round 3. Gervonta like, all right, he won those first 2 rounds with his style of boxing. You know what I mean? But the third round, Gervonta start to connect and land more power shots. So now you're gonna start to see those power shots come in around the third round, really start to land for Gervonta. Then you got Lomachenko using his footwork, using his dips, using all his defense. Basically, he's still gonna take some shots because in boxing you gonna get hit. So they saying it could go about 3 rounds before Lomachenko really start getting hit by these power punches that Gervonta Davis going to throw. Boom. Now you got round 4 coming up where Lomachenko increase his footwork and the pace and use his combinations on Gervonta, because now Gervonta, remember, in round 3, now Gervonta starting to throw them bitches now. So now he like, all right, Gervonta Davis starting to throw them bitches. Now what I gotta do is I got a fucking combination. I gotta counter them bitches. So he's gonna round 4, Lomachenko is gonna use his footwork, work the outside of the ring, and he gonna throw those combinations once Gervonta start to sit on his punches and look for counters. So he gonna look to counter his combinations, and they saying Lomachenko gonna win round 4, 10-9 due to his use of combinations. So they basically saying that Gervonta is not going to successfully counter those punches in round 4. Lomachenko going to be successful with the combinations and his footwork. So you're going to need a combination of footwork and combinations to win a round like that against Gervonta Davis. Now we got round 5 with Gervonta Davis being pressured and Lomachenko landing a few hard shots. Lomachenko speed up his defense to help him avoid big shots like he was landing in round 3. So he made the adjustment from throwing combinations to picking up his footwork. He made adjustments to picking up his footwork because now Gervonta see that, okay, I can land a few shots. I can land a few shots on him. All I need to do is pressure him now. If I keep hitting with these body shots, he's gonna slow down from his footwork. This is what's going through Gervonta's mind at the moment. Round 5, he thinking like, all right, now I'm landing my shots. Now I need to put it on him. Now I need to go after him. So now Lomachenko, he see that Gervonta Davis is coming, and he starts to increase his defensive speed and his footwork to avoid those shots. But Gervonta successfully hawks him down that round and land those shots, those hard shots. So Gervonta Davis ended up winning round 5. Then round 6 come. When round 6 come, it's a close round for both of them because now they both having their moments. Lomachenko using his combination to score punches, and Gervonta is landing big shots. So Lomachenko volume versus Gervonta Davis power is starting to see that now in like round 6. So ChatGPT says that they scored that round even because of it's basically like perfect volume of combinations from Lomachenko and perfect power shots landing on the body of Lomachenko. So that round ended up being even. Whereas though round 7, Davis lands a big punch that stuns Lomachenko. Now, this got me curious. They got Davis landing a big punch that stuns Lomachenko in round 7, right? But where is the knockout percentage? What I mean is I asked the chat to let me know what round a person is likely to get knocked out. Where's the knockout percentage? All right, back to what I was saying. So he hit Lomachenko with a big punch in round 7, right? Lomachenko quickly recovered and stick to working the outside of the ring and using his footwork and to avoid Gervonta Davis' big punches. That's his strategy. His strategy is to land combinations and use his footwork to avoid his shots. So Davis still is landing big shots from round 3. He landed big shots, but it really Lomachenko don't take that much damage. In round 5, Davis landed some big shots. In round 7, he landed some big shots. So he got 3 rounds to survive. Now it's round 8. Lomachenko have to make an adjustment because we got 3 different rounds: level 1, level 2, and level 3. Gervonta Davis is landing these shots now. Lomachenko has to increase his footwork. No, he had to increase his punches, landing more combinations. So while Davis taking those shots, picking them all, boom, big shot. Boom. So Davis probably could throw like a couple big shots, but Lomachenko have to come back with 1, 2, 3s, 1, 2, 3s, 1, 2s, 1, 2s. While Davis taking those ones, Lomachenko go 1, 2, 3s. He had to take more combinations, and while Davis continued to look for that knockout, which would come in round 8. Round 8. Now that he landed big shots in 3 different rounds, which is 3, 5, and 7. Now when it comes to round 8, he's looking for the knockout. Lomachenko avoids getting knocked out due to him landing more combinations, so he's gonna be touching Davis up. He's gonna touch him up in 8, and he's gonna avoid the knockout in 8. That's why there's no percentage there. But when now you just made Gervonta Davis even more mad, because now when it comes to round 9, Gervonta Davis is looking to pressure Lomachenko and get that knockout. They like, it's 9, boy. It's about time you knock him out. So Gervonta Davis know that, okay, let me pressure Lomachenko against the ropes and cut the ring off, and let me land several hard shots. So he's going to throw combinations of hard shots against Lomachenko. He's going to cut the ring off, and he like, okay, I'm hitting with a flurry of body shots or a flurry of power punches. Lomachenko footwork is so good, it's still helping him avoid Gervonta Davis trapping him to land these flurries. So now the chat got Gervonta Davis actually successfully cutting Lomachenko off and landing these several hard shots, right? And this is the round where Lomachenko potentially gets knocked out. Round number 9. Because Lomachenko, Davis' offense, which these power shots, is landing now. At round 9, this is where he pisses Davis off. Because Davis come out pressuring Lomachenko and cutting off the ring and getting him against the ropes and landing several hard shots. Basically hitting him with a flurry of hard shots. Lomachenko, his footwork, his movement help him avoid a knockout, but he still get hit with those shots, those hard hitting shots in round 9, because the knockout percent came up 20%. It came up 20%. Davis gonna land them hard flurries during that round and win that round. Now the championship rounds, which is round 10, Lomachenko uses his experience to outbox Davis, landing clean punches and avoiding big shots. So now Lomachenko, he got it by round 10. Lomachenko got his footwork together. I guess because round 9 he tried to knock him out so bad. He like, all right, round 10, you know what I gotta do? I gotta work him. I gotta continue to move around. I gotta continue to outbox him. Basically, I gotta throw more combination. And he fighting with a outbox Davis type of style. Like he basically just tapping him up. Same thing, like, you know, like they said Shakur would have did in the video, my last video. If you go watch my last video, they were saying that Shakur would try to do the same thing. Yeah, tapping him up, landing clean punches while avoiding the power punches. So Lomachenko had to learn after round 3, 5, and 7. He had to learn that how to increase his footwork and still land those combinations, and he learned that by round 10. Now by round 11, Davis is frustrated, like he mad, like he's sensing the urgency to come out aggressively and knock this guy out. Lomachenko stayed calm and counter those big blows effectively and wins the round. So his counter punchers kick in for Lomachenko around 11 when Gervonta Davis basically loses his patience and try to knock him out. Now it's round 12. Both fighters give it their all. Lomachenko's superior technique versus Gervonta Davis' power. Round 12, Gervonta Davis successfully come out and hit Lomachenko with those flurries, looking to knock him out. Now we got the KO probability again in round 12. Gervonta Davis lands some heavy shot, but Lomachenko stays upright. So Gervonta Davis connects in the final round and almost knocked Lomachenko out. But Lomachenko survived it. He actually survived rounds 12 and 9, because that's where they got the KO probability popping up, 15% in 12 and 20% in 9. So Lomachenko survived round 9 and he survived round 12. He can win this fight by a split decision, by unanimous decision. The reason being, Lomachenko's superior boxing skills and footwork and ring IQ allow him to outscore Davis in a closely contested match. While Davis had moments of success and lands significant punches, Lomachenko's ability to adapt and avoid major damage gives him the edge. Knockout probability, Davis KO probability is 20% in round 9 and 15% in round 12. So those are the shots that he really start to, he lands those big combination punches, almost knocking Lomachenko out. But if he knocked Lomachenko out, the fight over, right? But if Lomachenko can survive round 3, 5, 7, 9, and 12, that's 5 rounds that Davis clearly won. But they're saying Lomachenko, on the other hand, uses his defense and his footwork and his combinations to outbox Davis in the other rounds. So we know Davis won 5 clean. Then we got Lomachenko winning rounds 1, Lomachenko winning rounds 2, Lomachenko winning rounds 4, Lomachenko scoring even in round 6. So we got 1, 2, 4 for Lomachenko, round 4 for Lomachenko, round 8 for Lomachenko, and we got round 11 for Lomachenko, and we got 11, 10 for Lomachenko. See, Lomachenko got majority of the rounds, basically due to footwork, combinations, and defense, and avoiding those knockout shots. So this will be a good one to see, y'all. What y'all think? Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna do another one. Let me know who y'all think I should do next. Leave it in the comments. But this will be a good one. I can see this happening. Both fighters are great fighters. I can see if Lomachenko go the distance, I can see him winning by unanimous decision.
Undefeated opponents in her career. Then you had Mario Barrios, 26-0, Fonseca, 19-0, Liam Walsh, 21-0, and Pedraza, 22-0, my people. This is what I'm talking about. We got to give credit where it's due, my people. He is facing boxers that are undefeated, and I feel like this is the most, you know what I'm saying? Like one of the most records that got the most undefeated boxers, undefeated opponents. And they wasn't all just easy boxers, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people be thinking I'm hating on him and trying to discredit him, but I'm just saying his caliber of a boxer that he is, he needs to face even better than this. There's more undefeated boxers, but as you can see here, he has faced eight out of his 30 opponents were undefeated, my people. So I'ma say that's impressive. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Gervonta Davis, 30-0 with 28 big wins coming by the way of knockout. 8 of those guys were undefeated, my people. Vasiliy Lomachenko has no big wins coming by the way of knockout. He's ranked number 3 in the world and number 1 in Ukraine. He goes by Loma, and he's fighting George Kambosos today. He fought names like Devin Haney, Richard Comey, Jermaine Ortiz, Gary Russell, and his pro debut was against Josue Luis Ramirez, and he was 25-3, and he KO'd him in the first round, and this was for the WBO International Featherweight Champion, his pro debut, my people. His second fight as a pro was for the WBO Featherweight title, and he was 41-12-2. Salido, he actually lost to him, but he was a heavy hitter, practically like a Hall of Fame. Next fight was against Gary Russell. He was already 24-0, and that was for the WBO Featherweight title. And then from here, he just kept doing that, fighting for that title. Everybody had winning records, 51-1, 25-2, 25-4, 29-2, 26-0. Jason Sosa, 20-1. I'm telling you, Vasiliy Lomachenko is a prime example of a boxer that's not scared to fight anybody and had all the heavy hitters, my people. And y'all be saying that all boxers start off like that, fighting suspect opponents. But as you can see here, he got no suspect opponents. Everybody he fighting had a winning record, my people. Vasiliy Lomachenko, 17-3 with 11 big wins coming by the way of knockout. Well deserved, my people. Yo.